Alright then. Welcome to more Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. It's been a while, everybody. Long while since I last streamed. Things came up. Had a bit of a trip. But you know, with that out of the way, we can get back into it. We are playing as the Reapers. We're dealing with Mysterious Eden. We're trying to fix the environment, and apparently we can achieve that through violence. And I was just thinking, imagine how great things would be for Earth. Our own environment. If we could solve it, as humans, with violence. We'd have the best planet ever. Also, I've been playing the new Magic the Gathering set, because, you know, it's got new Final Fantasy cards, and I am a big fan of Final Fantasy. So that should be good. Let's progress. The Heart of Darkness. Oh yeah, the Heart of Darkness. I remember that fight. The downpour is precisely the result we were hoping for. The novelty of standing outside in the rain does wear off rather quickly. Not to mention, guys looking a bit under the weather. Conversation, Eden's core. How much will I remember of these people? Well, I remember Thancred. I remember Rin. Gaia, she's like that darkness lady. The Oracle of Darkness. Just like we've got Rin is like the Oracle of Light, I think. Renager, of course. Gaia. Oh, this music. Ere we set forth to restore the element of ice, I would discuss the manner in which the summoning shall be undertaken. Just one thing. It's going to bring the empty back to the way it was before the flood. I'm not to say for certain, the change we have observed at points of ethereal intersection doth give us cause for optimism. No reason to assume that the empty shall continue to transform and in the decades to come regain a semblance of its former state. Decades? Yeah, I'm sorry, we can't undo the apocalypse overnight. Sorry. I think you quite grasp the sheer scale of damage left in the wake of the flood. We solved the entire world if Minfilia hadn't stopped it. Even if Rin had inherited a blessing, wounds like that don't heal overnight. After all, the empty has been utterly devoid of life for 100 years! It might take even longer to bring that life back. Expect immediate results. But I do then it will take stay like this forever unless we do something about it. Only once the final element is restored shall we have a glimpse of the future that awaiteth those generations yet to come. Well, this for a world you may not live long enough to see. Here I am, so absorbed in my own problems that I spare barely a thought for anyone besides myself. Aw, have we guilted you into helping? Listen to that voice, telling me what to do, who to be. So scared of what might happen if I disobeyed. I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to be me. Oh yeah, she's got a spooky voice in her brain. Who am I? What am I? Perhaps it's better if I never found out. If Rin's the Oracle of Light, here to mend this broken world, what does that make me? Gaia, or the Oracle of Darkness, a bringer of misery and death. A monster. That's where they left me. Mother, father, must be all of you. Back to where I started, where I've always been. Alone! Oh, she's getting the brain talking. Is it the fairy? Afraid I might lose control and ruin all your carefully laid plans? That's a concern. I mean, we can be concerned about both. And I'm going outside to clear my head. Just do what you need to do, alright? Something's wrong. I know it. Really, Rin? The way she grabbed at her head and buckled over in agony? Didn't... Is that a clue for you? I mean, I don't want to mock you too much, Rin, but... Yeah, Thagrid's right. That much is clear. If you reverse to visit Eden, maybe joined by those void-sent friends of hers. If you go and see what Gaia is doing, Orianger and I will stay with Rin. Oh, those ridiculous boots. My name is Gaia. That's what you said, isn't it? Eden the Flood? What does it all mean? Can't be. Is this what it's been waiting for all this time? Finally remember. What is this? The darkness that dwells within you, Gaia. Because the spawn of light are drawn to it like moths to a flame, pathetic, mindless, and easily bent to my will. Sin Eaters? Now the time of awakening has come. Ugh. What happened? Why is there all the Sin Eaters around the ship? Don't try to fight them. Just bring Gaia back inside quickly now. You know, I meant to ask, because I'm a little unsure about the cosmology. There's like a darkness dimension, the void or whatever. But there's like the parallel dimensions of each shard. Do they each access a same or separate void dimension? What happened to her? Yeah. Let's repel our assailants without. I'll test them with guarding within. I shall tend to Gaia meanwhile. Iconoclasm. Alright. Hopefully I can remember how to play the game. Is it a dungeon? No. It's a duty. It's a raid. There we are. Scrolls around her, and there's this glyph. Alright. Of math? Oh, that sounds terrible. The empty entrance. What other quests do I still have? Alright, doing the extreme of some of these bosses. Alright, there's a grand adventure thing. Attention. Oh, okay. I can't... I think this is related to us getting back home? To our own dimension? The Grand Cosmos. But yeah, I have been playing the new Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy 14 set. Well, Final Fantasy in general set. I just had a Cactuar win. A Jumbo Cactuar win. It was silly and satisfying. You get to do, whenever he attacks, he gets plus 9,999 attack power. Which makes him very one-hitty. Didn't even have to give him trample. Though I did lose to that kind of attack before. I can appreciate, you know, the challenge. So I'm thinking, maybe I can, you know what? Let's look up. Let's see if I can find. There we go. Let's see if I can remind myself about. Oh, Emmett Selk. You were a fun guy. Too bad we had to smash your face for time travel shenanigans. I do still think that they, yes, the Void is another realm, but I'm curious, yeah, like I said, I am curious if they the way it works is that they um, um, yeah, I am curious if, like, do the actual, because there's different shard dimensions, right? We're on the first or whatever, or the source. Okay, but do they each act? Are they like superimposed? We're split up, but we all kind of access a broader singular universe, or did the whole universe get shattered? And if so, are we all accessing separate dimensions or separate parallel void dimensions? Like, if there's one single void dimension they all have to try and access, you could conceivably have a situation where you were trying to access, like, some weird void demon, but he was busy. He'd already been summoned to some other dimension, and then you couldn't get access to him. Could happen. Totally could happen. But I mean, then again, it's not a huge deal, I suppose. Oh, the void. Here we go. Plane of the void. A plane of eternal night and corrupted ether, home to the void sent. Ah, yeah. Oh yeah, right. The void was a dimension. Was one of the shards that they accidentally broke when they were trying to fix reality. I wonder if that dimension is actually savable at this point. And really, given how the World of Darkness turned out, you could definitely make the argument that darkness magic isn't good. Then, you know, you've also seen how an excess of light magic also doesn't seem that good with the the who's-its, the Sin Eaters. Yes, no, I think Final Fantasy's done a better job about how you kind of need things in a balance, and an extreme of any other forces is bad. Oh, Cloud of Darkness. I fought her in Final Fantasy 3. Very tricky boss, because I went into the final dungeon assuming I could leave, and I had the wrong job set up and the wrong gear, and you're kind of locked in, and it was not a good position to be in. I had to do some excessive grinding to kind of make the whole thing work. It was not a pleasant experience. Thankfully, games have gotten better about that sort of thing and being like, hey, this is the final shot. Are you ready to commit? Come on, game. It's been 11 minutes. You told me 11 minutes. Why would you lie? This trickery, this deception. I guess if they let the other elements win over in other dimensions, you get your pretty basic, your basic elemental planes. Your fire plane, fire took over. Your water plane, water took over. That sort of stuff. Yeah, I imagine the Asians had a plan for dealing, or have a long-term plan for doing something about, because if they want to restore the world to the way it was, they gotta fix that dimension, right? So it would probably vanish and reform. I think after this comes the moon. Oh, that also made me happy. One of the cards in FF14, in the new Magic set, is the Lunar Whale. If I were to get a mount for this game, it would be the Lunar Whale. Just because Final Fantasy IV, strong contender for my favorite Final Fantasy game. Oh yeah, the Viper is the new DPS class, isn't it? Then again, it sounds like it might be too many rotations. Too many complex little rotation little whatnots. Also, too many actions per minute. And, I like to play the game. And I'm not terrible. But I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert player. Invisible guard railing. Before, it was a guy who thought to start eating it. On this occasion, she has become the target. She is unconscious. Keep it steady. There's a guy. I'll tend any eaters that chance to slip inside. Apparently no one wants to do iconoclasm. Disappointing. Oh yeah! Apparently there's a new Spaceballs movie coming out, which I do want to see. Like, I'm not a young player by any means. Like, I played when it was current on the original NES, the original Final Fantasy. Never beat it when I was young, but I did play it. It's certainly, if you don't know where you're going and what you're doing, you can get lost. Not as bad as in Metal Gear. Like I don't know how you'd finish the first Metal Gear without a guide. Yeah, so there's that and the new Naked Gun, and I want to see him because that's the kind of comedy that I really liked. Alright, Ifrit and Garuda. Alright, we're just like, let's do two at once. Let's challenge ourselves. Which item 455, huh? Where's my item level right these days? 500s, okay. And 418s. Right. Because I did spend some of my my Allegantones getting gear. Maybe I should fix myself. Go to town. Get myself fixed up. Can I not teleport there directly anymore? There we go. In fact, yeah, I would say, aren't you the lady who sells the things? The upgrade things? Eden Gate gear, yeah. Oh, interesting. Hold on. So is it 5 Eden more? 5:30? Fraternity. Crypt Lurker, that's the one. So I got the pants. I need the hat still. And then I can start upgrading my rings. Because I can afford the hat. There we go. 42. Ah, the exciting gameplay of waiting on a dungeon. But you know, you can only do so much sometimes. There we are. Hello, Mender. And if this stuff is only 415, maybe there are some other upgrades I can still get. Lack all of that. Nope. 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 So yeah, Eden Gate I could get. Oddly enough. Apparently I have these bangles for special accessories. Okay, I mean, yeah. Get the ring. And the bracelet. And the earring and the necklace. $493. Can I just sell you gear? No, not to you. Ah, the market board. guess I could do that. I don't think these really do any good for anyone anymore. People have already moved past this. Level 430 gear. Wow, 28 minutes. Wow, that's longer than I thought it was going to be. Oh yeah, the job crystals. Alright, that's for buying items. So that's not the hunt one. Oh look, we're up to 2. Exciting. And of course, we've got the Great Serpent of Ronka hanging out with us. And the good old Crystal Tower. I'm almost surprised it didn't get a card. else do I have in my inventory that I haven't meddled with? Right. If you become a good alchemist, you can upgrade that. Why is it such a long day today? Is there like some like, you know, I know certain days of the week have different things and expansions come out might have people distracted and all that. Is there a reason it's so quiet? It doesn't normally take this long. Do people just intentionally exclude iconoclasm? But yeah, I've been making some new decks with all the. There's just so many legendary creatures. It's hard to fit all of them in when you want to do like a 2-color deck. You can like really just fill it up with just the legendary characters from all the sets. Lightning got so many cards. I didn't realize she was that popular. I don't think our Warrior of Light/Darkness got any. Disappointing. What else do I have? Regular tombstones. Oh yeah, my grand company. That's back in Thadland? Yes. Let's go back to Ulda. I believe it's just to my right. Oh, hello. What are you? Remembering the past. You're never ready to leave. No mistake, you're an adventurer. I am that. Louis Levelier. I have. I've heard of him. Nananji Nonanji. Budding right. Requires moves leading to the calamity. Flames. Deals with it. And my request has been accepted. No experience doing interviews. Now I don't. Now I know that the first launch of Final Fantasy XIV was just terrible, and then they revamped it, which was that whole Realm Reborn thing. So I imagine there's a lot of stuff from that maybe that they're trying to do here, so you kind of give you a bit more of what happened before they got rid of it all. Ooh, I get to be counted as a collaborator. Sure. Camp Durabo. Alright. Squadron mission. I mean, I'm only a tiny bit under the requirements. Squadron's training, huh? Oh. Do I have to go check? There we go! We can do it! I think that's the one. Alright. Success! We'll, in theory, have success. And we'll get to progress our little training goon plot. Camp Drabon, huh? Where was Camp Drybone again? There it is. I do hate it when it does things like this. Just, like, I want to progress the plot, game. Camp Drabon. At least we found something to distract us. Screw you, don't even know that much. The Shalasar Champion of Eorzea. Alright, intervening officer of the Immortal Flames. Come from a small village near the Cartano Flats, burned down during the Calamity. I've never fought Bahamut in this game. I really do like that cinematic, though. The dread problems from Dalamud unleashed the fire devastation across the length and breadth of Eorzea. Yeah. Quickly became just another event in the history books. People spared little thought. But when you've lost so many loved ones, it's hard to feel anything was saved. I should know more about Louis Su. By learning about his part in Eorzea's salvation, I hope that I will attain closure. Alright. Sure, I can get behind this little goal. Civil exactly sound the 7th Armed Calamity was set in motion. Most point to the Emperor's Meteor Project, sought to bring download upon Eorzea. I just want to crash a small artificial moon into my enemies. You know how it is. The Order of the Black Adder? No. The Circle of Nine, an order whose objective is preservation of Eorzea. Through its members, the Archons of Charlayan, the Circle work to unite the nation of Eorzea in common cause. It's the coronation of the Grand Companies. Ah, Twin Adder. Right. Maelstrom and the Immortal Flames. So the journey to Eorzea in secret, engaged with each of the nations, what took place during that time is what I seek to learn in the interview. Accounting the Free Brigade, a unit formed of adventurers, and he apparently had Louis's assistance for a mission. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I do wonder if this, like, is the pre-Calamity stuff that the vast majority of players would have no experience with. Oh. I've got mail. Let's find us a delivery Moogle. There we are. What's in the mail for me today? Countless pokes Moogles have been inspired by me. Yes, I know. Came from the moon? Oh, hello. Oh! Oh, a friend gift. The micro over. So we got ourselves a little micro rover. Why can't I? Oh, I probably have to. There we go. Alright, we can add some of the micro rover. Neat. What else do we got? Faces wear tinted sunglasses and magic prisms. Oh. Tinted sunglasses face wear. There we go. Alright. See what happens when I don't play for a long, long time? Mail builds up. At least it wasn't bills. Also, my God. Maybe I should just reset? Probably need to do that. Nanaji Nonoji. Already made the request. Holland Harbor is always glad to oblige. Alright. But further, let's begin. Yeah, tell us. Till the time we began turning red that Louis Sue first appeared. including Alana's man, came to Gridania with the heat of the vanquishing primals. The maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder had done the very same, collaborating. Each only thought to say ahead of the others. There's nothing much of Elusu, or that he was the leader of a scholars who studied particular prophecies. Spellcraft. Elusu had opened the way in Diffuse Domain, and of Dawn's adventures, the Lord of Fernum was brought low. Last May defeats preceded that victory. It's reported that countless charred corpses laid stewed in the bowl of embers. But the mission yielded a shocking revelation. Legatus Nael Vendarnus of the 7th Imperial Legion. In order to the hand, Talon would soon fall and cleanse the land. The Emperor's behind the moon, Red Moon's anomaly. That still doesn't seem to be much to act upon. We seem to learn all we could about the project. Yeah, the Guardian Defector, Sid Garland! We know Sid well. And we utilized a transmission tower to pluck Dalmid from the heavens. Purging savages from the realm. There's something better to deny. Alright. Yeah. Except the Outer's Nest. Oh, we're going to go visit all 3 of the companies, I imagine. As I said, I held in the Lucio in the highest esteem. Our nation together. Nothing would please me more than for him to be remembered. Okay. At least we have this to distract us. And I do think I'm going to reset. I mean, hopefully we can get lucky. And this stupidly long wait will be fixed. Yeah, lots of respect for him. Okay, well then let's... Since that would rate more than 30 minutes. Ah! Terrible! The worst. Can I? Hold on a second. I want to check something. Oh, it's one of these ones with weird color portals and whatnot. And if I can just go and do this solo. I mean, I might as well go check it, see if I can do it that way, right? It's not going to cost me anything, except for a little bit of coin. If I could have just, you know, like I said, it's been a while since I last played. If I could have just done the NPCs in there. Nope. This is alright. Oh! This upsets me. This really annoys. Well, there's nothing much I can do about it, I guess. But it is a bother. There we are. This 11 minutes was a lie. Apakulu Falls. And those who wish to learn about Louis Sue, and who should one of them be but the champion of the Earth? Well met. I am Lieutenant Ciro Fulk, the Order of the Twin Adder. Hello. Thank you for sparing the time to speak with us. Think nothing of it. Lieutenant Aubrey chose the perfect spot for the subject matter. Spent much time in rumination here in the days before the calamity. The Gridanians have been somewhat reserved by nature. First, the citizens kept their distance. In time, people warmed him, patiently lent an ear to their troubles, healing hurts and offering counsel, and gradually earned their trust. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. He, Louis, who spoke those words and lived up to them. He was the epitome of a Charlean sage, and I recall myself being moved. Now, to the Meteor Project, the hamlet of Quarry Mill was attacked by the primal Garuda. Soldiers and civilians were among the casualties. I remember the Garuda fight. To vanquish the primal, we were not alone. We had the sword not only our sister grand companies, but the Kale adventures of the realm over besides. It's the Vortex Feather. The Archon opened the way for the band of adventurers to sally forth and Garuda's tribute the domain. They felled the fearsome being. She had the powerful wind blasts. The part of dispersed ether did not return to the land. Instead, it was absorbed into the red moon Dalamud. Based in Mordona, LCCO saw the need for decisive action, but for the proposal. The reformation of the Eorzean Alliance. Place some defense to the rivals. Politics. But the revelation that a lunar transmitter had been erected at the Imperial base prompted a change of heart. It could be destroyed, the Meteor Project would be forestalled. Yeah. Reform the Circle of Knowing, it hoped. Yeah. I remember these three. Oh, back when he had both arms. I ought to be young again. At the same juncture, Louis Su was asked to join the Alliance as a tactician in Stage Council Heads of State. Although he was at first treated with wariness, Louis Su earned our trust through his actions and paved the way in enduring cooperation between our nations. Yeah, alright. What a hero. What a man! The operation destroyed the lunar transmitter. Alright. Now we're going to have to visit Pirate Land. Everyone is more helpful than I would have dared hope. It seems Louis Su had quite an influence on others. Alright. Limsa Lomza. What does this Moogle have for me, though? Yes, there's a coupon. Oh, a potion of Fantasia. Don't mind if I do. Neat. Even though I like being a dragon lady, I just wish they could be taller. The achievement exchange is... Achievement certificate. Okay. What do we got? A goblin cap. A fat chocobo head. Ooh, tempting. And a ribbon. What? It doesn't give me immunity to all status effects? Disappointing. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, so I can get... What do I want, maybe? I'll wind up Odin? Guaranteed not to wipe out your entire party in one fell stroke. Ooh. I'll get a wind up Odin. Ancient benediction. What are there? Ooh, are there? Let's say, are there some mounts perhaps? And there are. Magitech Deathclaw Identification Claim. Ooh. So is barding specific for... Hold on a second. Where is my Chocobo? Oh, can't summon my companion here. Okay, so I guess it is just for my Chocobo. I'm gonna wind up Gilgamesh. Oops. The automaton vehemently refuses to step on any shoulder but Raubon's. And yours. Aww. Furion, free is a very good price. Part lion, part dog. All lion dog. And who doesn't love Gilgamesh? We all love Gilgamesh. It's not a bad little fall. Alright, let's go. So now I can summon my Chocobo. That should be all dressed up. Yeah, like a black mage. There we go. Oh, he can see. My poor Chocobo can see nothing with that hat on. That's okay, though. Maybe I really should do... Grand Adventure. Because then that might open up, like, actual other quests that I could do. Yeah, we're going to try that. we are. Either one would be good. Sage. All right. There's new classes to get. Hi, Nanaji. Hello, cat lady. Recites for sore eyes. It's Rashat Riki. Service, I understand you wish to hear about the Operation Destroy the Lunar Transmitter. Yeah. Indeed, I am penning a biography of the Archon Luisusi, for which I am interviewing people who had dealings with him. Appreciate your time. Very welcome. I'd be glad to assist, even if it wasn't a request from Lieutenant Fulk. Now then, to where we left off. It was shortly after the Eorzean Alliance was formed. Scott returned with word that the 7th had activated the transmitter in Mordona. The Castrum Sentry. The 14th. We did a... There was an adventure in there, I think. Is that where they had the Ultima weapon? Succeed. The strategy that he proposed is elegant and simplicity. While our main force drew the Guardian's attention within all its siege, an elite band of ventured infant Castrum make for our joy. That feels familiar. We had entrusted venture with ridding us of primals, now we trust them with the very fate of Eorzea. Fought with Morpheus still, no matter the cost, we had to ensure the adventure had a chance to strike at the transmitter. They succeed. It makes my heart sort of recall that moment of triumph. That day we learned that, by standing together, the people of Eorzea could oppose even the might of the Empire. Alright. There have been no Operation Archon. Alas, it wasn't all glad tidings. Although we destroyed the transmitter appeared to claim that he not only needed the device to bring down Dama, that he himself had the power to do so. As long as Von Darnus lived, the threat of destruction remained, and so, branding him an enemy to all life in Eorzea, took on a desperate manhunt. And in Karthus, and sent their greatest warriors to hunt him down. Leading the formidable band with adventure, they called the Warrior of Light. And the Noricans had the fierce encounter. One thing is certain: at the battle's conclusion, Nael Von Darnus was brought low. It's going to continue to fall. Stupid gravity. Knowing she should request the Eorzean Alliance to secure the Cardinal Flats, where the Red Moon was expected to crash. It was necessary to perform a ritual Subdalamud, and a ritual that evoked the power of the 12. Now, I know how that one went. It had that whole animated thing. The Prime emerged from Dalamud and unleashed his fury upon the realm. Bahamut, nor why the realm was reborn. The haze that afflicted memories of the calamity, but people remember events prior to the battle, yeah? Nor anyone that was near Louis Su during the battle, someone who may have spoken with him. You stop or rise for a ritual. Well, was a good distance away on the front lines. Aww. For Rian's biography when it's finished. Yeah. It's going to be a top seller. I've managed to learn a great deal. There's more I wish to know. Alright. What else do you have in mind? The Drowning Wench. To discuss our next move. Oh, of course. How could I forget the Drowning Wench? Found literature. Maybe learn from range of views. What is your opinion of Louis Su? He is an exceptional leader. Let's go with that one. If not, he would have established the rank to realize how brilliant they may have been. What struck me was how grateful the interviewees were to him and for bringing the nations together in cooperation. It was nothing short of necessary for our survival. Knowing this, I can't but wonder his capacity as a tactician. Seems to me he had done more than enough by devising a plan and facilitating its execution. And far beyond that, risking life and limb on the front lines for land not his own. Perhaps he needed to be there for the ritual. Perhaps he had a sense of duty. Even so, as noble as it is to desire to help others, what good is it if you end up sacrificing yourself? Well, I mean, it depends what you achieve, isn't it? What was it that compelled him to go to Cardinal? And what through his mind as the battle unfolded? His barracks justice. I feel I need to know these things. I don't think he expected to die. I think he expected his plan to work. Maybe the Scions. Ooh. No, someone who stood as his guard. Keep him in the fact seat, just for good measure. Why do you want to speak with him? Writing a big nerd book. To cooperate. Orn Gwyncombe's his name, and evil's his game. I mean, he's a lieutenant of the Maelstrom. A Maelstrom officer turned adventurer. I'm most keen to speak with him. Where might he be found? Alright, down at the dry docks. Thank you. Maybe I'll play a triple trad match while I'm here. If it's easy. Let's see. When a card is played, if two or more of the sides are touching other cards, some of the rings that touch things are... Some of the ranks. Sure. Yay! I won. I'm the best. Alright, now where am I going? Oh. Never mind. Plot to advance. Hello, Squid Face. Should you value your lives, you will quit this place at once. Well, I don't. AoE attacks. The mess my floor. Swish and flick, my lovely. Swish and flick. Aw, enchanted brooms. Worth blades to run them through. Good old giant iron golem type foes. Very standard. Agalufo, as these ones are called. You mess my place, you leave me no choice. Seeker of Solitude. I don't want to be mopped up. Alright, got this one in the bag. Supersons, how foolish! Oh, to say this, wow! This is quite the palace this guy's got. The Gardener. Leonin Sith. These credits have sullied the sanctity of your garden. They must be dealt with. Oh, what's a sexy plant, lady? Oops. Dang it. I didn't bring it to the place that I should have. Live and learn. Grow, my children, grow! Oops. Twice now! I thought I... Oh, I see. The wind pushes it. Ah, okay. I shall bloom again. Alright. My garden is ruined, ruined. Oh, fancy dragon statue. Draco statues. Another thing I did like about being the dancer class, the range. Death to the piggies. Fancy place. There's a lot of food set out for a guy who wants to be alone. It's just wasteful. Knights immortal hereby call. I do like the concept that, you know, raiding this rich guy's house is as difficult a task as, like, taking on a primal. Horse butt. The Chamber of Courtly Love. Oh. So this hell's long enough. Come, Lugus, our guest yet want for company. It's insatiable flame, Lugus. Don't worry, everyone. I'm a-coming. I'm coming. Ooh. The Chamber of Celestial Song. Mortal flames begin consuming my flesh. Flame intensifies. How do I get rid of it? He's dropped chandeliers. Aha! I see. I learned a thing. And I think we got this guy. Now they know the trick of the fire. Ooh. All right, he did hack me, but good there. I will give him that one. You did it wrong. Wrong. Yeah, I did it wrong, but I did it right in the end. Haha! Beat up your gun. Yeah, we did it.
That was my fiercest familiar. Oh, impressive.
What a voice. What a voice they gave this guy. You know, that fits him, I think.
Backlook, tis good to see you again after all these years. And judging by your vigorous greeting, I dare say the feeling is mutual. To be sure, a simple shake of the hand would have sufficed by way of welcome, but I shan't complain. But you must be wondering as to the purpose of our visit. We come to beg your assistance in a most urgent matter.
Shake? Beg?
Our comrades' very souls are in danger. If we are to save them, we will need the benefit of your unsurpassed knowledge on the matter. Please, will you not sit and hear our plea?
Is he like a dog? Is that why he's using those phrases?
Oh, how dare you! How dare you speak thus in my presence!
Is that what's going on?
It was to escape such words of temptation that I hid myself from the world of men. You are sinners, one and all, and I swore never again to have any part in your affairs.
I can only imagine what terrible events forced you into a life of seclusion. But I know that the Numo are a good and noble folk. It is not in your nature.
Yes, that's what's going on.
The plight of those around you. And in treating with us, I am certain whatever mistrust you feel for man will begin to heal.
Can't believe you said that with a straight face.
If you will not be satisfied, I suppose I could listen. After all, there's no harm in just... No, I mustn't. Not again. The damn court mage seemed to have the best of intentions too, and countless innocents died for my naivety.
Oh. Well, okay. Went a little dark there suddenly.
Oh, you know not what you ask of me. What horrors my knowledge has wrought.
Yeah, I gotta use this one.
Of all the visitors I could possibly have, they're even more stubborn than I am.
Lie down.
Oh. No. Oh. Very well. I will hear your petition, but that is all. And I expect fitting payment for my troubles.
Sure. We can
Commensurate with your contribution
do
to
that.
our cause. No more and no less, I promise you. With that settled, might I impose upon you to join us at the Crystarium? I'm afraid the nature of my friend's predicament calls for absolute secrecy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take. I just need to make a quick phone call. I'll be right back. We will progress the story. Alright, everybody, welcome back. And we're going to progress the plot again. Look at my black mage Chocobo. Alright. Actually, I had to resort to such words when treating with them. I was out to convince, not compel. Yet I can deny that part of me is glad of the new mo with us, had he not. Beck look, Lug may not be here. Alright. Well, I might as well, in case it ends up triggering. Why not, right? present? Yeah, okay. I'm coming. To the ocular. Aw, little wagging of the tail.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing,
Yeah, we saved the world.
but that you hail from another world as well?
Yeah, we might have buried the lead a little on that one.
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies.
Ah, your soul is dense.
Save you. Your body is your own. And your soul is
Damn.
the system.
I should have made fun of them. Oh well. I gotta lie in my bed now.
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrant would still be awash with light, the realm yet at the mercy of Vorthri and the Sin Eaters. After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own seems the very least we can do.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself. As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change. I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
Have you given any thought to how you might return to your world? Yeah, with magic science! White Orsite, you say? That's a card in the new MTG set. Kills count the present state of your souls. Such energy in a stable state. Enter the souls within your sight. Immutable to transform, never to be restored to their bodies. Oh, put our souls to sleep first. Interesting thought. Yeah, don't put our souls out. Souls constantly draw ether from your surroundings. The process must be halted, and the resulting surfeit of ether removed. Might as well would ultimately be separated from these fake bodies, and rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under no circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home. Leaving lifeless husks. Alright. Corrupted. Stagnant. I see these unfortunate individuals. Could you help them? I might not, but I shan't know for sure until I've seen their condition firsthand. Yeah. I understand that you won't do anything that might increase their suffering. It was my faith in man I lost, not my compassion. Oh. So bringing us to the end, I will assist Urianger in creation of the requisite Orsite. Alright, and we will assist. And there we go! Come, great serpent of Ronka. Howlicus, yes, leans perilously toward the light, toward stasis. What will happen? What are you, boy? Were they to say that to anybody but him? You know, it would be one thing, but to say that to him, oh, that makes me hilarious. I enjoyed that line too much given the situation. Don't know that. We defeat the wardens, banish the light from this night sky. mumbled. Perhaps there's yet hope. The patience. Let's create a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the ether in one's body. Okay. Came to be used by the Knights of Vobert, then for dark purposes. Alright. Breaking your oaths, huh? Dishonorable. How can we trust someone who breaks their oaths? I ask you. Soul tonic. No effect. What is this warmth I feel on my chest? Ooh, well, that's a response. I feel warm, and my legs, they don't feel as heavy. Okay. Well, that was some responses. Changes the patients. More function, most of them has body temperature. The more severely affected, show no response. As I feared then. The corrupting in fluid light will no longer grow. And yes, the bodies will naturally return to equilibrium given time. Oh, that incorporeal ether. Not so easily mended. Those in the later stage of the corruption, like Howrick, are unaffected by the tonic. So it's too far gone, his mind held together by the finest of threads. There's a chance he may one day recover, of course, but it could take years, decades even. By the gods, he could wake to find himself an old man. Final reward for his persistence, to one of the life he never had a chance to live. Yeah, that's a bit sad. No, there must be something we can do. Can we find a way to hasten the recovery? Maybe. Upon retrieving them, I learned something of the relevance to your own predicament. Alright. Oh, I'll take that. In fact, it reminds me, I might as well eat. Oh, I don't have any snacks, it looks like. Just material I need to toss to somebody to buy. The real means of Vobert, and soulcraft is my field of study. Kingdom, the end of my knowledge brought only suffering, a plague the like of which none has ever seen. The answer of screwest men, that would have been my greatest triumph, it became my greatest shame. Yeah, now you can fix it all. That I do, a comforting thought indeed. No progress happened without a few horrible atrocities. I'm done. This is the primary light. I would call it an exercise in futility, but now we may have a chance. Conjure a familiar. They're able to amplify the energies poured into them. The perfect conduit for the ether revitalizing magics we'll employ. If you're about to launch a lengthy exposition of the metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. Just do it. Character spells invoked, I'll do it. I wanted to hear the metaphysics. Got the necessary materials. The purest of waters and the finest of clay. And a fade lantern bring with pixie magic. Alright. I think you know what to do. I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. Pixie quite like to us before. If we human them with our company, I'm sure they're willing to help us. Fine, I'll pay a visit to Ilmeg. Alright. I'm impressed you've been there at all, let alone befriend the Fey folk. Ah, the new Moo of Plot Any. Now the water? Alright. The clay. Clay from Amareng. That's the miners at the Twine. Oh, one of my favorite Final Fantasy music pieces. Found along my Magitech armor. With the flames on it. And this teeny tiny wings. Hey, Magnus. We'll finish repairing the Talos and the trolley you took to Nabathrang. Master Chai lending a hand. A share of leftover material for the Daedalus Stoneworks. A few trade secrets. Look what that Chai knows. Pretty keen on the Adea's ad for putting the giant Talos to work. Like a giant trolley. That actually, I really liked that whole thing where they grabbed the island with the giant Talos. That was pretty fun. Doesn't hear. Didn't come all this way about trolleys. What is it you need, my friend? I want your clay. Sus? Yeah, I believe in you guys. So we used to take clay from Mount Biran Mines to make adobe bricks. Lots of coyotes. Alright. I can get that clay. I mean, I don't actually see any coyotes around. I see some birds, some ovum nannies. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Out of my way, stupid coyote. Oh, there we go. Yes! After having to wait 50 minutes last time. Please, this one happened so quickly. Antithesis Conscience. The Idol of Darkness.
So many of them. But nothing we can't handle.
Is that what's controlling them? Ow. Okay. Well, I didn't get thrown off the edge. So I'm going to say that's a win in my book. Nope, nope. That was a loss in my book. So I think I know what to do for that one. Now that I've seen it in action. Okay, so that's fine. Hey, I lived that time. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, don't stack them both together. That's what I learned too when I killed most of us by doing that. These suits are becoming unstable. Ooh, which is going to be first? That's all of it. All right. Nope. Oh, I gotta bounce between colors. I bet that's what that means. Idolatry, huh? Moved into that one too soon. Okay, swap colors. Don't double stack. Nice. I dodged it all that time. Go me. Some of you over me. There we go. Nice! Very smoothly done that time. Alright, so now that I've got this... There we go. And now I'm going to go into purple. And I'm going to stick to light. Ow. Oh, I didn't see it. And I'd been doing so well. Everyone gets a buff. You get a buff. I get a buff. We all get buffs. Oh, this is it. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Pay attention. You learn what to do. Nice. You get a commendation. Nobody wants this antiquity stuff? Alright. Sure, what do we do? What is this place? Where is everyone? I'm so alone. I'm all alone. Even the fairy is gone. Endless silence, endless darkness. Is this what death feels like? No one can hear me. How ironic. All those times I wanted peace and quiet. Now that I finally have it, I wish I had someone to talk to. So they say be careful what you wish for. But I couldn't stand to be around them. All their interfering and fussing, and yet I was never lonely. There's no use. Everything we went through. My memories still won't come back. There's no use. There's no future waiting me. Only emptiness. The memories. They can stay lost forever. If only this pain will leave me. Get all swallowed up by the darkness there. I close my eyes and sink into darkness. And then I shall suffer no more. Gaia! Mother, father. Wake up! Stand now. Why wait for tomorrow to claim us? Gaia, can you hear me? This pure moment never has to end. Gaia, say something! Aw, more fussing over you. What do you want? Please, I'm begging you. Are all those things we say we do, like going to the second serving for coffee biscuits? She's like, coffee? Nope, going back to sleep. I never. Gaia? I never agreed to get coffee biscuits, probably? There we are. That's what I thought you'd say. Oh, those boots. Well, thank goodness. I was so worried about you. Do you have to be so loud? I was having the most wonderful dream where the oblivion was claiming me. Was that only to be replaced by Rin's voice ringing through my head? And I thought I'd be so glad to hear it. Anything more subdued than usual? Ah, on thin ice! The Shiva fight! You're back to your usual self, but how are you feeling? Much better now? Still bothering me. The fairy spoke to me in a dream, and a stream of memories rushed through my mind. Not sure what it all means. What sort of memories? Be flashy seen through someone else's eyes. Okay. Minfilia. That is the Oracle of Light. Once served Heidelin as the word of the mother. The Oracle of Darkness is her counterpart under Zodiark. Then we had best prepare ourselves for the worst. He's not a bad guy. We've learned enough about Zodiark at this point. Bad Thancred. We've learned enough about Zodiark at this point. Then I should turn to tip the ethereal balance towards activity. I'm certain to awaken the fragment of his power in the first. Having thus roused, he fixed his gaze upon she who had been marked by darkness, Gaia. Yeah, Gaia's still her own person. I mean, she might be tempered. Now that we've learned what the truth is about Heidelin and Zodiark. It's nothing. For now, there'll be plenty of time to think it through once the last element's restored. Must believes I feel well enough. I see no reason for delay. Let's forthwith attend to the revitalization of ice. Could you describe her for us? I was gonna say, I wonder how many options they'll give, because Shiva's had a lot of different expressions in different games. This was Shiva. Into her body, the imagined essence of someone who lived over 1,000 years ago, that such a thing should be possible. But she was a source of great inspiration. His method of summoning differed greatly from any we had previously encountered. By the echo did she bear witness to the deeds of the noble Shiva, and thus was she moved to dedicate her being to that self-same cause. 'Twas this devotion that granted her the power of a prime. Was she able to control it herself? Any funny ideas, are you? Just thinking aloud, that's all. A great glacier situated in the north region of the Empty. Floating along. Time to roll the ether. I was thinking. That I should go with you this time. I want to be the vessel for Shiva. I want you to murder me. I'm alive, still and passive by nature. Ice is the element that is most strongly aligned to light. Close to my wills, even to draw it out. The oracle of light become the oracle of ice. The problem we encounter on the source with someone in such the same manner, the inherent advantages are undeniable. Absolutely out of the question. Yeah, I don't see why it's necessarily required at this stage. We've been doing fine so far. Yeah. Yeah, plus, again, I murder them. I murder them, but good. Once the creature's been slain. Yeah. Be more censored. I mean, there's no reason we can't have it manifest without manifesting in somebody. Just because it was done once that way. I'm on Thancred's side on this side. It's not as bad as... She's just gonna murder me. It would be logical to assume that in her role as conduit, you're hard-pressed to retain control. Yeah. If it comes down to it, I'm not dying for you. It's a bad plan. Hold me back. Please, I gotta try. No, you don't. It's a terrible scheme. Yeah, never had to for the others. Thank you, Thancred. Thank you. There's almost infinite power. What happened if beginning acting without my intervention? Start feeding ether, just like the other seniors. We don't do all of our hard work. This seems unrelated. If we lean on the elements, things will eventually return to how they were following the flood. But if I train Eden how to nurture the environment rather than drain the life through myself and show Eden how it's done. I guess? This isn't a house pet we're dealing with. What if it all goes wrong? Then what? I think this is a bigger gamble than the others. I'm sorry, Rin. Because of faith in ourselves and each other. Apparently I have to go along with the plan. But thou must. Alright, well then let's go with overwhelming confidence. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, upper translated. Just don't do anything reckless. Everything about this plan is reckless, Thancred. It's reckless by its nature. It's funny she said clear as crystal when most of the crystals in this game aren't clear. The problem takes over. I'll be fine. With you by my side, I know that whatever happens, it'll work out in the end. Ah, yes, the old I've known you for all of 2 days complete devotion angle. What would a JRPG be without it? My own problems, never mind yours. It's enough not just knowing you're here. I just have to make a leaf out of your book. Do what I want, when I want. I made my decisions, and I have to see it through. Yeah, this is a different kettle of fish altogether. Do we really put fish in kettles? Why would they? Doesn't seem right. Do whatever it takes to make it work. This is how much it means to you. Alright, well we have primed things for two new things. We got the Shiva fight. And we gotta see about helping our friends get sent back home. See here too. This might actually work. Refulgence. Alright. What I'm going to do, those next time. It is good to be back at it. I'm happy to be playing once more. It's been a long while. But I am a fan of getting back into things. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to eventually reaching the moon. And who knows, maybe I'll even finish Shadowbringers before the next expansion comes out. Woohoo! Wouldn't you all be impressed with me if I did? Talk to you later.